these lovebirds and married couples oppressing us. I'm not against you guys, but there's just one mistake you should stop making, and we've said this tirelessly. There is nobody like Mr. and Mrs. Ifeanyi Ebuka in law. It is Mr. Ifeanyi Ebuka and Mrs. Blessing Ebuka. They are separate individuals. So if you both buy a property together with the owners as Mr. and Mrs. Ebuka, that document can be set aside and that ownership can be challenged because it belongs to no one. The law does not recognize anybody as Mr. and Mrs. Ebuka, or Pastor and Pastor Mrs., or Professor and Dr. Mrs., because that person has no legal capacity. It is vague and it's untraceable. Okay, who is Mr. and Mrs. Ebuka? Is it the man or the woman? Because you mentioned it as one person. So I'm not trying to say husband and wife can't own property or sell or be landlords and tenants together. You can do this, but when transacting, the parties should be addressed individually. Mr. Ifeanyi Ebuka and Mrs. Blessing Ebuka, not together, to avoid being in a state of conundrum or dilemma. Because you cannot claim or defend such matter in court with such owners of the property. Yes, so please take advice. From the Temple of Justice, I remain the law teacher. Bye!